Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Transformation Week's final and the most awaited webinar by Terry Pan. And today we have our dear Manami Raj, our CTT family member. Manami Raj is a global career coach and a parental leave strategist with an MBA and extensive experience in diverse industries. She founded Manami the Career Council in 2021, transitioning from corporate roles to her passion for career development coaching. Manami has guided over 100 professionals to their dream jobs and impacted 5,000 plus individuals. She's currently a ACC trained coach and pursuing her PCC. Manami, over to you, and thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be our host today.
Thank you, Aishwarya. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. I'm Manami Raj, your host for this session. And I'm so excited to have you all here today. Our topic for today is something that truly resonates with me as a global career coach. Personal branding and coaching experience. Personal branding is essential for coaches as it not only defines who we are, but also communicates the unique value we bring to our clients. It's about authenticity, consistency, and trust we create with those we work with. I'm honored to introduce our speaker today, Terry Pan. Terry is an industry expert with over 20 years of experience in creative brand strategy, marketing communications, and training across Greater China. He has worked with iconic brands like Rolex, Land Rover, and Apple, and holds multiple coaching certifications, including ICF, PCC, CEC Executive Coach, and Gallup Certified Strength Coach. Terry was also recognized as a LinkedIn China top voice in marketing for 2020 with over 1 lakh followers. I am personally eager to hear Terry's insights on how we as coaches can strengthen our personal brands, build trust, and create lasting impact in our professional journeys. Let's get started. Over to you, Terry.
Oh, thank you, Manami. Hello, everyone. I guess most of you are from South Asia or India or Southeast Asian countries. Hello from Shanghai. Yeah, but actually, I'm from Hong Kong. I'm a Hong Kong native, so a little bit also cross-cultural. So hopefully today's workshop will be a little bit inspiring to you. And let me share my screen. Can I? Okay, so can you see that? Everyone good with that? Okay. Okay, good. So before today's sharing, I would like to ask every one of you to be relaxed because to be very honest, before my identity as a coach, actually most people won't treat me as a coach because I spend my whole career life as a creative director, as a copywriter. So I can't be too serious, maybe you can say. And today is Friday, right? Friday night. So hopefully everyone can be relax a bit. And if you have any question or any opinion want to share, I will leave the final part to you and we will have plenty of time to discuss it. Okay, so today, let's start. Today we will talk about personal branding and coaching experience. You may wonder that, because so many coaches or trainers, they're eager, they really want to set up a personal brand, be famous. If I have to be brutally honest, that they want to make more money to create their personal brand. But it's really understandable because if you're talking about branding, you're basically doing something business, right? It's business, right? So with that mindset, it's okay, it's fine. But sometimes people are just dig into that and cannot find a framework or find a way to really build the brand from the ground up. So today I'll share a framework to you guys. So a quick introduction of myself. Yeah, as I said, I don't position myself, my primary identity as a coach, right? It's in the second, right? It's after my honorary expertise as a storyteller and also a brand marketer. But still, I'm a PCC, a trainer, and I'm an author of 3 books. And hopefully, today I'll bring up a Chinese, or you can say Hong Kong perspective on branding. So today's menu, 3 parts. The first part is what maybe everyone will have a question that, oh, what's the relationship between the brand or even the definition of what is a brand and personal branding and also coaching? What is the relationship? Why they facilitate with each other and why it is relevant to my business and my life. A second part, I will offer tips for start building your personal brand, and the final part will be a Q&A and discussions. So, to start all of the sharing, I will share a little story to you first. Okay, because we are all coaches or studying coaching, so I think you must be familiar with a practice that is peer coaching, right? Peer coaching, practicing with other coaches, and to sharpen our skills, and we will be more critical than our performance, and also want to point out others our performance and see if we can offer some nicely friendly suggestions to help him or her improve, right? So at the early days, in my coaching, obviously I do a lot of peer coaching, and one day when I finish with a rather experienced coach, I think she is around 400 hours. She is almost ready for a P6 exam actually. After our session, she offered a really valuable, almost like mind-blowing comment on how I did. What she said. Oh, Terry, you don't have the tone and manner, that tone and manner coaches assume to have. Okay, remember, when I hear this comment, I'm in Shanghai, I'm in China, and Chinese people are generally very good students. They are really good in exams, especially. So they are you can assume that if you hear such a comment, that's alarming. Oh, I don't have that tone and manner as a coaches. I just thought about that. Oh, am I too casual? Am I sound like unprofessional or offensive? Or because different or you don't have something can be really, really bad, right? In the Chinese context, right? Oh, what does that mean? Which made me feel good. Oh, it's mind blowing. Actually, she used a term in Chinese that is called 教练腔. Actually, it's a noun, right? She use it as a noun. The literal translation is coach tone, right? It's a coach tone. You don't have the coach tone, but I think it's good. So, I would like to know more from her. She said, because so many coaches around her, they are really eager for the credentials, ACC, PCC, and I guess India and China are the same. They are actually more PCC than ACC, which is very different from the other parts of the world, right? So they really look for them, and actually we can understand. But being different and you miss something actually can leave a good impression on her mind. That actually reminds me the definition of a brand. What a brand is, right? So according to the American Marketing Association, a brand we can define it is any distinctive feature and behavior that identifies you. Yeah. So actually, it can be a bit different from many people's stereotypes because when we are talking about brand, people we think about branding. Oh, create a good-looking logos, right? You employ corporate colors, right? Design, right? Actually, not. Brand. You can treat it in this way. Brand is the collection. It's a collective result of all your behavior presented, right? So you can see that a brand actually it have a role that is about distinguishing you from others. So that's why when we do brand marketing, one of the top priority we want to achieve is differentiation, differentiative competitive edge. So brand is something that help other people to identify you. So now I have three scenarios. Imagine you are going to have an online coaching session with someone else, and now you turn on your phone, and he is appearing in the screen. So there are three scenarios. Help me select what is the one you prefer to have. Okay? The first scenario. You got a call from this guy. Is it scenario A? B? And C? Which one do you prefer? You can post your answer in the chat box. A. Oh, someone prefer A. Someone prefer C. A. Oh, I'm wondering why A. Wow, majority of them are you selecting A. Ah, okay. So, okay. Oh, none. Okay. Full face. Oh, you are very kind. So many people are very kind. It just show a full face. Are they showing a full face? No, it's a zero, right? Ah, okay. Um, okay. Why I pose these scenarios actually is about it's an example of how a personal brand can help solve, right? Can help improve the situation. For the scenario A, we find zero, right? This guy, it seems that he's trying to present himself, but your immediate feeling may be, oh, I cannot see his face clearly. It gives me a feeling of uncertainty. Oh, I know there is a guy here, but I don't know if is a good guy or a bad guy, right? For the B scenario, uh, it seems that this individual is trying to have a call with you, and it seems that he is not trying to hide anything, but no matter what, you cannot see his face. So you wonder his motive behind. Oh, it seems that he's hiding something, right? Um, the third one is an inconsistent connection, and it's so annoying because whenever you find people have a such an inconsistent connection or blurring or what, it always makes us feel not comfortable, right? So it's an illustration of a bad branding. So naturally, we are discouraged by people who are uncertain, unauthentic, and inconsistent, because that can be threatening to our survival. So that really reflect the importance of having a brand. Many people or even corporates will think that having a brand is a luxury. Actually, not. You don't need to put $1 million of money to build a brand. You can start from, for example, from how you deal with your family member right after this call. You are building a brand. Okay, because it's so important to make ourselves identifiable, then we invite three guys here. As you can see, Steve Jobs, Bruce Lee, and Amar Khan. They're from business, 70s, and now the Indian big movie stars, right? From different uh, cultures and different professions. Oh, Can you tell me, from your own feeling, do they have anything in common? Do they? They never give up. Famous, they are brand, talent, perfectionism, the work, and then more startup, disciplined, popular, modesty, achievers, uniques. Wow, cool, cool. So now I got another question for you. How many of you personally know them? How many? Anyone? Anyone is friend of Amir Khan or a relative of Bruce Lee or employee of Steve Jobs? Any? No. Oh wow. Elton, you seriously? Good. Yeah. So it's really interesting because most of us don't know them, but we feel we really know them. Why? Why? And and notice one thing. We are not just feeling we know them, but we have positive impression to them. Why? So that brings out the definition of personal branding. Personal branding is a conscious act of promoting yourself as a brand by crafting a distinct identity, reputation, and presence to showcase your expertise and personality. Expertise and personality. Remember that. Expertise and personality. So through this act, we can solve three problems, and we can literally bring up three advantages, benefits to us. Personal branding helps you create a certain, authentic, and consistent impression to your target audience. So that's why we feel we are familiar with them. We feel we know them, although they don't know us. Right? And actually Bruce Lee died before I birth. Right? So that's the power of branding. It's the power of personal branding. It leaves people a lasting impression. And the benefit about personal branding, I will share a little bit more afterwards. So you may have a question. So how it relates to my brand, to my coaching, how it relates to the coaching experience, because certainty, authenticity, and consistency in the very first place, it helps people examine their experience with you and feel safer. Why feel safer is more important? Because coaching is an act. It's basically an act that someone want to get in touch with a stranger to open up to him or her and share all the private, sometimes dangerous matters to him or her, right? So it shows the importance of having a brand and the benefit of it. Because, for example, if Bruce Lee is a coach, you can almost like imagine that, oh, it must be a high energy session, right? If Steve Jobs is a coach, you can almost be so sure that it will be highly philosophical in with some Buddhism, right? Or maybe he will bring you to a vegetarian cafe, right, for the session, right? It's the benefit of one of the benefit of a personal brand, because you make other people feel safe. So, and actually, back to the ICF coaching competency, certainty, authenticity, and consistency. No doubt they fosters coaching experience, check competency 1, 4, 5, and you know what and I'm not going to explain in detail, right? And actually, those qualities affects everything about the coaching relationship. Because no matter you're a potential coachee or the existing coachee, they will always ask the coach a question. They'll check with the coach on one thing. How can I trust this coach? Without trust, there will be no coaching. Without trust, there will be no sharing. There will be no open up. There will be no insights. There will be nothing at all. And you got no money, right? You got no income from coaching, right? So trust is everything. And personal branding can really help on that. So we can check the whole relationship before someone decides to go to you as a coach. He or she will naturally track with everything. Look and feel, your value, your credentials, your reputation, your expertise, etc., etc. And trust me, those people will check every single detail as they can because it can be an experience that they will worry about their safety and their privacy. After you get this coachee, or you can say consumer, still he or she will ask another set of questions. Again, your look and feel. For example, in day one, Terry looks tall, wide. Today he feels so sick or what, right? First thing, still look and feel, and also psychological safety, any distractions, language, nonverbal cues, etc., etc. So from this relationship, you can actually find out one interesting phenomenon. Personal branding is exactly like coaching. It's all about your self-management, self-discipline, in and out. Okay? And a solid personal brand will create many benefits, including more efficiency. As a coach, it's pretty important. Why I'm not saying that a goodwill or what? Because if you decide to purchase a coaching service, it's more like a B2B service. B2B consumers, they check with details, check with values, check with if you as a product is useful, is good in every single way, right? Because they are going to spend quite a lot of money to you. And if you can create your personal brand, it actually saves a lot of the cost of communication. And you don't need to create sets and sets of different credentials to different customers. They will, check my LinkedIn, check my website, check my YouTube. It is highly efficient and makes your business more sustainable. Second, value. It's simple because we all prefer branded products, right? Obviously, a Nike sports shoes values much more than those OEMs from China, right? It's about the value. The third benefit is actually creates more resilience to you. We all know we are living in a world, the ever-changing world, ever-evolving world. But one thing that is never changed is a world of people, right? It's people ruling this world. And personal branding, your brand is talking to people. You're talking to their emotional side, right? You're talking to them. So that means no matter how many years, right? No matter how time changes, you still have the power to hit their hearts, hit the bottom of their hearts, and also make those universal desire of human being ticks. So that makes you more bulletproof to challenging economic situations. I just mentioned that in China and also in India, many people are crave for credentials, right? More PCC than ACCs, right? And I'm not sure about the situation now in India, but in China, I find there's so many fellow coaches. They feel that, oh, I am a PCC. I want to be a PCC, and I'm a PCC to be, right? They try everything to connect the credential PCC to them. It seems that once they got their PCC, they got the brand, right? They don't need to do anything else, right, to their brand. But even though I am a pre-CC, but because I'm a marketer, I am aware of facts, and I really want to share this brutal facts to you. Yes, you are a PCC, but there are other PCCs in the market. Many, so many PCCs, so many ACCs. So even though, for example, in China, even though you're a PCC, oh, you are just one of the 1,500 PCC, one of them, only one of them. That means you have 1,500 other PCCs that try to blur your brand, try to blur your image, and sometimes compete with you. So that's why credentials are not enough for brand building. And as you can expect, there will only be more and more other coaches in the future. So there is an insight that we should remember. No matter for our potential consumers or coaches, what they are looking for is they would like to find distinctive, trustworthy professional, right? Even though we are all PCCs, but we have different strengths. For example, I'm from marketing, I'm from branding, but some other fellow PCC, they're from HR, they're entrepreneurs. That means to differentiate ourselves with other qualities that make our image more recognizable, identifiable, and also it creates room that we can collaborate we can more easily with other coaches because we are not on the same competitive path with them. While we have our own territories that we can make the potential enemies into fellows. So, hopefully, those sharing can give you a framework about what is a brand, personal branding, and also the basic relationship with coaching. So now I'm here to share 3 tips for start building your personal brand. Nowadays, when we are talking about personal brand, many people will go straight into tools. I remember in the last 4 days, I heard numerous of time people mentioning AI. AI. It seems that AI is the god of coaching, right? I can understand this mindset, right? AI, and then create a website, right? Have your own website. It seems that if I have the power of AI and have my own website, then business will come to me. Is it the case? Is it the case? I would like to stress a fact that AI is a tool. Website is a tool. And if we just focus on how to use AI, how to use web, or how to use other tools, actually we are falling into a tactical mindset. And experienced marketers will tell you that if we fall into that tactical mindset trap, we lose our holistic point of view. We cannot see the whole me, right? So for sure, those tactics can be very useful, very powerful, but I would like to share one quote to you that's very useful to me, and also it lasts for almost 100 years already. You can say that it's one of the best quotes in the communication industry. That's from the advertising agency, but Ken Erickson. Their motto: "Truth well told." Still, after almost 100 years, that's still their motto. So there must be something for such a giant agency to keep their motto like this. Okay, so Truth well told. It's not just a motto, but it summarizes the essence of the brand builder and also communicators. First, truth. For every communication, for every brand building, we rely on truth. Because remember that all the potential consumers, your coaches will check every single detail about you because they want to stay safe, right? If we don't based on the truth, we are actually cheating them, and you have a trouble with ICF because you're cheating, right? But there are so many truth about you. There are so many truth in the world, and if we include all the truth, everyone will feel overwhelmed, right? We will cognitive overload, right? So that's why we need to take care of the well part, truth well. What we means well? Well means we can edit, we can select, we can amplify, we can repackage, we can dress up, we can polish, we can craft the truth you have. Because we are still based on truth, right? But make it more digestible, favorable to you. But we are not adding any lies in them. And the final word told. Told means what I create, what I want to communicate, what I want to build, what I want to share must make my target audiences, they got it. They heard about it. Otherwise, it's just like you shout loud in a cave, to the sea. Yo, you try every effort, but no one hears about you. That is not told. So my first tip to you is amplify your authentic specialities and minimize distracting elements. That's the truth well. It's the right portion, it's the right amount, it's the right balance, but not everything. We need to control ourselves, manage ourselves, and share those truly relevant to our target audiences and coaches. So we need to ask ourselves three questions. The first question is, what makes you identifiable? Oh, I'm a PCC. I'm so proud of it. But will PCC credential alone make you identifiable in the coaching world? Unlikely. Second, what are strengths? Because we are coaches, we would like to offer real values to our consumers. Yeah. And third, what are truly relevant? So to avoid an egocentric mindset, stay objective. Seek objective insights to discover your real authentic specialties. For example, I'm from Hong Kong, right? So I will always say I will naturally feel that I'm a Hong Kong expert. Everything about Hong Kong ask me, right? Right? Actually, right? But if I ask others, if I stay behind, if I take a holistic point of view, I will aware one brutal fact that, oh, Terry, yes, Terry, you are a native Hong Konger, yes, but you're already based in Shanghai for 15 years. So are you now at this moment, can you really claim that you're a Hong Kong expert on everything? Not really, right? So how can we dig out those true specialities and avoid blind spots? First thing, we can check with the past achievements, your credentials, your proofs. If you don't check that, your potential consumers and your coaches will check that. So you better rely on that, based on that, with reference on that. Second, be humble. Check the point of views from your connections. Third, use assessment tools. And that's why I'm a Gallup Strengths coach, because 10 years ago, I took my own strengths finder test, and you know what? I'm a creative. I'm a creative director, right, for 2 decades, right? But 10 years ago, I find that my strengths are nothing to do with creative. So that's something that actually that saved my career, because those stereotypes I have, that actually they don't stand. They actually open a huge path, whole new possibilities to me. So I hope you can take these three methods to find out your authentic specialities. And you can create your value proposition. And here is my example. And remember, don't just create your value proposition. You need to live it out. So your value proposition, please, do it very carefully, and don't hesitate to revise that or until it's really you, it's truly you. For example, in my case, I would say I help corporates and professionals to come, because I'm always in the business sectors, gain recognition and support that's a value to my past clients and also my existing coaches, right? By cultivating strategic communication strengths and creativity. Note, I'm not saying that by coaching, because coaching is generic. It's a little bit it's more far away from the true you, right? So even though we are all coaches, we remember to check back your past career to find out something really powerful that you can share, you can amplify, you can confidently tell others that, oh, I am really good at that because I have such achievement, blah, 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 right? So a value proposition is actually based on what? Truth. It's based on your truth. Okay? So the second tip for you, I would suggest you to pick a key long-term communication home, because now we have so many social media there, right? But roughly speaking, we have two types of social media for we coaches. The first type is on the left side. Is also what I'm using, LinkedIn, and also Red in China. Why I use that? Because I am now, until at this point, I'm a independent coach. I'm not aligned, or I'm not employed by a big company or big agency. So everything I need to do with my own. But then, so how to manage my energy, how to manage my time, to make my communication sustainable is really important. I don't have that energy to manage 10 social media portal, right? So so for me, I pick the left side, right? The left side. Why? Because it's easy to manage and update. Easy because I can write a piece and post it too. Done, right? And for example, LinkedIn, there's more in-depth, and more targeted. They're all professionals. It aligns with my value proposition, right? And also, for LinkedIn profile, you can have a comprehensive space for you to write almost like everything about your career in same page for other people's easy reference. That means what? That means I don't need to create another website and more traffic there. I just post my link. My link, as you see the lower right hand corner, my link now. You can click, go to there, and you know everything about my career. Easy. But if you have a team, and if you want to have a more entertaining content, more interactive, obviously, of course, you can choose video portals. For example, TikTok or YouTube is your freedom. But notice that for every video created, it requires much more effort to manage and update. And videos are often more entertaining. It's more often for mass, and their personal page equivalent with the LinkedIn's personal profile, there is just limited space for you to tell others what's your professional services are all about. It's limited, so be aware about that. So last for today, the last tip for you is have your brand ambassadors with quality recommendations. You know what? Actually, I work with a few training agencies in the region, and for the as their trainer, as their coaches, and also as their brand consultant. When I check with the do you guys have any recommendations from your client or your alumni or what? Very often they really don't have, and they have a they have a passage. There's a whole article that is really totally pointless, for the potential consumers to read, because they forget what they forget the well part of truth well told. So it's the same principles apply on the recommendation. So be sure that when you ask for someone's recommendation, please ask him or her if it's okay to present his or her identifiable profession and organization. His or her identity must be really clear. And sometimes it's even more important than what he or she said. Second, more factual support, less anti-talk. There are so many recommendations I read is, oh, she's very good. She's awesome. Oh, she's great. Oh, well. But actually, these recommendations said nothing. It's not valuable. I can say anyone's good, but I would like to see why is good. What are the support? What kind of good is it? Right? I would like to know more, because it's an issue about safety. Coaching is about safety, right? So please tell me, have more factual support. And finally, be sure that to check with someone that offer recommendations to you for his or permission to use it in the public. It's also to protect him or her, right? So that's all for today's presentation, and hopefully it will give you a very brief, simple framework for your reference for your future personal branding. So now is the Q&A section and discussion, and I will pass it to Manawi.
Yes, we already have one question in the chat box by Abai. I have heard some marketing experts say you have to post on LinkedIn every day for top of the mind. How realistic is that for coaches? What do you think?
It's a tactical mindset. It's a tactical mindset. If you want to post every day, it's about you. But for the consumers, what they want is not your frequency. They want to read gold. And very likely you cannot create carats of gold every day. Right?
Very true. We have another question. Apart from Gallup Strength Finder, what are some of the other tools available for self-assessment? This is asked by Ritu.
Oh, I'm as I said, sorry. I'm a brand guy more than a coach. But why I recommend Gallup, because its philosophy is about strengths in real world action, right? Of course, I know DISE, MBTI, Hogan, whatever, blah, 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 but maybe that works, but I don't know. I just don't know. But for Gallup, I use it for 10 years. As I said, it really changed everything about my career. So you can try Gallup, and of course, there might be some other tools, but I just don't know. Sorry.
Tanuj is asking what is recommended to post on LinkedIn video, article, blog, or something else? Any recommendation?
What is recommended
to post?
Okay, it's also a tactical mindset. The first thing is about, for example, you need to create your value proposition, right? For example, for a strengths coach, what he or she is going to post may be different from a executive coach, from a career coach, from a communication coach, for maternity coach, right? They're all different. So it's about the content. right? It's really yeah, of course, the media is important, but it really relies on what you're going to say.
Right. It also depends on the audience, I guess, right? Like what kind of a target audience you have on your LinkedIn account. Based on that, you are posting, right, Terry?
Pardon? Sorry.
So, so I'm just saying that it's mostly depending on the targeted audience, like what kind of post we have to do on the
Mm.
LinkedIn profile, right, Terry?
Yeah. But first of all, you need to find out what's the true you, because you cannot change what you
Right.
experience in your past life, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a connection. It's a connection about who you are and who they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just focus on who I am, it's missing
Mm-hmm.
something, right? It may be becoming egocentric, right? But if you just think about who they are, do you
Mm-hmm.
have the resources? Do you have the strength? Do you have the proof to
Mm-hmm.
to make it convincing, right?
Wonderful.
So it's always about the balance.
Wonderful. We have another question by Ritu. Also, apart from a personal brand building perspective, are there some frameworks that you can recommend, just like framework exists for brands? Any framework?
Okay, okay. It's another tactical mindset. Because we always think about do you have Terry, do you have any model or what? But trust me, no matter it's personal branding, any branding is a big project, right? It's not about simple model. For example, from what I just shared, it's about finding the true you, finding about the message, and then find your target audience, and then wow, everything is a big job. But if I really need to share a really simple framework, then it would be first, who are you? Second, what are you offering? Third, how can all these be tailor-made for the most beneficial, the most targeted potential consumers? 3 steps.
Wonderful. We have another question from Ramona. Any tips to create a positive first impression when there is an important client or business meeting?
Right, it's a good question. And yeah, I always because everyone should have their own personality to make them identifiable, right? But generally, remember that personal branding basically solving a a worry about survival, right? So you can think in this way: what kind of people can leave a first impression that make people feel safe and not having worry about the survival or uncertainty or unauthentic? So it works for you. Present yourself, make yourself clean,
Hmm.
bright,
Hmm.
and have a focus when you first meet someone. For example, you can see my video screen, right? Just imagine if I don't have that lighting, if I don't have the lighting, I'm all black. Then you're pretty worried. Yeah?
Very true, very true. Okay, so we don't have any more questions, it seems. Um, so we are almost at the end of the session now. So I guess Aishwarya, is
Yes.
it time to
Yes, Manami. Thank you so much. Let me just remove the spotlights so we can see all of us in one screen. Okay, so we still have 1 more minute, and I would appreciate if you guys have any questions. Please come on camera, unmute yourselves, and ask your questions. And till then, I'll wait to announce. Any?
I actually I have a suggestion. I have a
Yeah.
suggestion. Because today we are talking about personal branding, and in the last 4 days, actually throughout this week, I find so many fellows they're saying hello, hey, hello, I'm from India, hello, I'm from China, hello, but they didn't turn their camera on. So it seems that yeah, it's quite difficult to find you in the 100 participants. So my suggestion is now for this moment, if you want to connect, turn on your camera, and maybe you can say hello. And also easy for coach to transformation to take a group photo, right?
I'm going to take a
Very
photo
true.
in next 10 seconds.
Um,
Do a
Terry,
countdown.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Joshua.
Yeah.
Hi. So, you talked about Gallup strength, right? And that's the one that you say talks about how you connect to people and things like that. If somebody's taken a Gallup's assessment, do they need an expert to sort of translate it for them as to how it works in the bigger scheme of things?
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure about the how Gallup coaches practice in India or other regions, but in China,
Mm-hmm.
my observation is even though there are quite a number of Gallup coaches, but they're how to say to interpret your profile, to interpret to give you some guidance and also advice on how to use it. Actually, you really need someone that's good in storytelling. We often say in China, we often say that Gallup Strength Finder is a scientific fortune telling. Yeah, because
Something like
you
tarot
get a
cards?
yeah, you get a array of results, but how to interpret it, how you tell your coaches how to use it, actually is really based on the coach's common sense, language ability, empathy, observation, everything about that. So common sense professionalism is actually nothing to do with the Gallup assessment itself. So it's about you have the objective assessment and have a coach that really knows how to interpret it and translate it into a language that you can fully understand.
So, in that sense, the coach has to really know you as a person as well. Like
Mm,
what you.
I won't say actually it is no need. It's Gallup coaching is just like ICF coaching. I don't need to know you in advance. I just need to have your assessment report in advance.
Got it.
And
Got it.
yeah, that's it. It is what experienced coach do.
Okay. Thank you. I think I understood what you said. Thanks.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm counting to 5, and I want all of you to come on camera, and we'll quickly take a screenshot so that, yes. Oh, wow. I love how everybody is coming on camera. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. There we go. I have 2, 3 more screens. So others on the other screen, quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll go. Okay. I love the smile, Klaus. I saw that.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
Much,
you. Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I know I've been asking you all to wait, and I first want to introduce that. So we are launching our program called Diversity, Inclusion, Equity, and it starts from 20th November. It's a 4-day program, but it is 4 weeks. So every week you have one session, and it's free, but we have limited seats. So 50 seats only. So I'm just going to put the link in the chat box in the next 2 seconds, maybe. Yes. Quickly fill the form, guys, and only 50 seats available. There you go. So till then, thank you so much, Manami, and thank you so much, Terry. It was an insightful webinar, and I think If you just go through the chat box, you'll be able to see that everybody had such great insights. And thank you so much for accepting our invitation and being part of our Transformation Week. And all of you who came on camera so quickly, it was such a cute moment for me, to be honest. But thank you so much for all who have joined through the 5 days of our webinar. And sadly, we come to an end of this Transformation Week, but we will have another webinar ready for you next week. I mean, next month, not next week. So, yes, see you guys later. And in the next webinar, do fill all the forms, please. The survey, the CCU certificate, and the DEIB. I look forward for you all to start and become a Ubuntu coach and also a DI coach. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Aishwarya and team. And thank
Thank
you,
you, Manal.
everyone, for
Thank
joining us today.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.